Hello students, welcome to the new lecture, and in this lecture we are going to discuss with a new chapter, that is second chapter, the respiration. So that is the second chapter, respiration. The first we are going to discuss about the two topics, introduction and discovery of gases and respiration. Okay, so these are the two topics. So in this chapter the main topics are few. They are discovery of gases and respiration. Okay, discovery of gases and respiration, breathing, mechanism of respiration in human beings, anaerobic and also aerobic respiration, evolution of gases and gases exchanging system, photosynthesis versus respiration. These are the topics that we are going to discuss in this chapter. Okay, but in this topic we are going to discuss about introduction and also discovery of gases and respiration. Okay, first one is the introduction. Okay, we know that food is necessary to carry out the life process in any organism. What is meant by food? Food is nothing but, the food is nothing but, okay, it is energy source. The food is nothing but energy source. It contains nutrients, so we are going to utilize the nutrients. It is very important. So these nutrients are taken by the body, so these nutrients are utilized by the body for the production of the energy. Okay, for the production of the energy. Okay, it is very important. So food is necessary to carry out a life process in any organism. So here the food provides energy after the breakdown through a process of respiration. So what is meant by respiration? Especially it occurs in the cellular respiration. What is cellular respiration? So the glucose, okay, glucose in the cells is broken down into pyruvates. Okay, so pyruvate, we will discuss more about this in the coming lectures. So two molecules of the pyruvates, again they will go into mitochondria. Okay, they go into mitochondria. So again it is going to produce the energy. This is known as respiration. What is energy? In the form of, stored in the form of ATP. ATP means adenosine triphosphate. In this form the energy is the food nutrients are broken down, and these nutrients are stored in the molecules known as ATP molecules. This energy is stored in the form of ATP molecules. Okay, it is known as respiration. Respiration in Latin, respire, okay, is equal to breathing. In the Latin, respire means breathing. Hence we will use the word respiration, which is there in the English, known as respiration means utilization of the food material. So respiration leads to the final utilization of the food material. Okay, finally the glucose, whatever the glucose that is there in your body, that it enters in your body, it is utilized. Okay, that is known as respiration. So respiration is a process of inhaling oxygen and also exhaling carbon dioxide. Okay, we have to inhale the oxygen. So when you inhale, okay, when you inhale, the oxygen enters into the lungs. The lungs are going to take the oxygen. That oxygen is sent to the cells. In the cells the oxygen is utilized and also glucose is both are utilized. Oxygen plus glucose both are utilized for the production of the energy. Okay, so this is about the respiration process. So there is a question, do cells need oxygen and food materials for the proper function? Okay, so cells need oxygen and also food material for the proper function. Any one of them, if oxygen is not there or glucose is not there, in that condition no proper survival of the cell and there is no energy. Okay, this is about introduction. So now the discovery of gases and respiration. What is discovery? Discovery means it is present in the nature already. That method or the procedure is present in the nature and scientists will identify it. That is known as discovery. What is invention? Invention means it is not there in the nature, newly produced or newly created. That is known as invention. Here we are saying that the discovery of gases, discovery of gases and also respiration. Okay, the gases were discovered and also respiration is also discovered. So the term respiration came into use in a century afterward. Breathing was used way back in the 14th century. What is breathing? Breathing means just inhaling and exhaling gases. So you will take the air in and you will release the air out. Such kind of inhaling and exhaling of gases is known as breathing process or breathing. So in the medical term, breathing is referred to the medical term referred to as a process of involving the passage of air and production of the body heat. Okay, some body heat will be produced if you while the respiration is going on. Okay, during the respiration the food molecules are broken down, at the same time body heat is also produced. Okay, So here is a scientist Lavoisier and also Priestley did a comprehensive work on the properties of gases. It was not until the 18th century. Okay, so Lavoisier and Priestley, these are the two people. They did comprehensive work, means they did a lot of work on the gases. So until which age, that is known as 18th century. Till the 18th century, they did such kind of work to understand the properties of the gases. Property means nothing but what are the importance of those gases, that is the properties. Okay, so next the Lavoisier carried out several experiments to find out the properties of gases. He thought gas liberated under the heating charcoal powder in the bell jar produce a fixed air that is known as carbon dioxide. We will discuss how. Okay, so what the Lavoisier did. So first Lavoisier took, okay, a glass bell jar. Okay, a glass bell jar. In the bell jar there was a charcoal powder. Okay, charcoal powder means what? So charcoal is, the wood is burnt. Wood will, after the wood is burnt, the wood will turn into charcoal. If you make the charcoal into powder, that will be the charcoal powder. So charcoal powder is there. Okay, this charcoal powder was burnt from the outside. Okay, by using some kind of magnifying glasses or some methods, this charcoal powder was burnt. After the burning of the charcoal powder, it releases some kind of gas. Okay, so this some kind of gas is produced by the charcoal powder. So what he said, this burning of the charcoal powder produced some kind of air. That air is known as fixed air. Okay, in those days they did not know about the carbon dioxide. They did not know about the different types of the gases. So whatever the gas that is produced from the charcoal, they called that gas as the fixed air. Okay, that is known as fixed air. So we know that after burning of anything, that will be liberating the carbon dioxide. Okay, so Lavoisier, in the next series of the experiment, it was combustion of the phosphorus in the bell jar, and he found that the gas combined with phosphorus was not the water vapor. So next Lavoisier came. Okay, the Lavoisier only in the next stage, in the next series of the experiment, again he took the bell jar. Okay, we will draw here. Again he took the bell jar. Okay, inside the bell jar, now instead of charcoal powder, what he took? He took the phosphorus. Okay, he took one trough. Okay, water containing trough. In this water is present, and here there is a small china dish or a small container. So in that there is a phosphorus. Okay, there is a phosphorus. Again he burned the phosphorus from the outside. So whatever the gas that is released, some gas is released, and he said that whatever the gas that is released, it is not combined. It is not combined with water vapor. Here the water releases some water vapor, no? So here the water vapor is not combined with it. Okay, so that is the observation of the Lavoisier. So that is about the conclusion or thinking of the Lavoisier. Okay, so Lavoisier concluded that the substance which is combined with the phosphorus is either air itself or another elastic fluid present. What he said, air itself. What he said air itself or elastic fluid. Okay, what is elastic fluid? Some gas, some kind of gas. Okay, so his conclusion was correct. Why? Because in the air what is present? Oxygen is present. This oxygen is very, very important. Why? Because this oxygen will combine with burnings of the material. So when the oxygen is combined with some kind of material, it is going to burn. Okay, it is going to burn and it will give some kind of gas. Okay, that is carbon dioxide. Okay, so either air itself or another elastic fluid present in the certain proportions. In the air we breathe, in the air which we breathe, that is known as oxygen. Again same, the Lavoisier thought that the gas which is combining with that material to produce the carbon dioxide was the air that we breathe. What is that air? Oxygen. In the air there is oxygen gas. We breathe that oxygen gas. Okay, so he said that the air that is breathed, taken by the human beings. So this is known as respirable air. So respirable air means the air which is responsible, the air which is responsible for the breathing, or air which is responsible for the respiration, is known as respirable air. This respirable air is a component of air, air that also helped in the burning. This also helped in the burning of some material. Okay. Next, Lavoisier noticed that the profound differences between the air and after the combustion of the metals and exhaled air. Okay, so there is a difference between the air that we release and also the air that is released after the burning of a metal. Okay, and exhaled air of the respiration. So the air released after the combustion of the metal did not precipitate the lime water. So if you see here, if you release the air, okay, carbon dioxide, this is from the exhale, okay, exhaled air. So this exhaled air contains carbon dioxide. If you pass the carbon dioxide into the lime solution, okay, into the lime solution, this lime solution will appear like a milky white. Okay, here you can see. So it appears milky white. So why? Because the air which is exhaled is it is containing the carbon dioxide. This carbon dioxide reacts with lime water to produce a milky white. Okay, this is about the exhaled air of living organisms. And same air, the air which is released by the combustion, okay, combustion of metals, also going to release some kind of carbon dioxide. So it is going to combine with lime water, but it will not produce milky white. No milky white. Okay, so these are profound differences. What is the profound differences? The carbon dioxide which is released by the organisms will precipitate the lime water to appear like a milky white. But the same gas which is produced by the burning of the metals, that gas also containing carbon dioxide, but it is not going to turn the lime solution into milky white. So these are profound differences. Okay, so they are metals. Okay, what is metals? Like magnesium. Okay, if you burn the magnesium, the gas which is released, that gas will not turn the lime solution into milky white. So the air released after the combustion of the metals did not precipitate the lime water, but the exhaled air of the breathing precipitated the lime water. Okay, so Lavoisier deduced that two processes involved in the respiration. Okay, so he carried out another experiment and he showed 1/6 volume of the ventilated air. Ventilated means some kind of damaged air. So damaged air, the air is responsible for the burning or the respiration, that is known as ventilated. So the next air consists of chalky acid air. So what is chalky acid air? Chalky acid air is nothing but carbon dioxide. So carbon dioxide is present. In those days, they did not name about the name carbon dioxide, so they named the carbon dioxide as chalky acid air. Okay, so the respirable air in the lungs changed to chalky acid air. Okay, in the lungs only the air, chalky acid air is going to form. Okay, it means the air is going to turn into chalky acid air. So we know that in the lungs, okay, there is exchanging of the gases is going on. Okay, what is exchanging? Oxygen will be taken into the body, okay, through lungs. Again from the body, the carbon dioxide will be produced into the lungs. This is the lungs. Okay, so oxygen to the lungs, from the lungs to the body, again from the body to the lungs, and from the lungs to air, that is carbon dioxide will be released. Okay, the respirable air is absorbed and also equal amount of chalky acid air is released from the lungs. So what he said that amount of the respirable air is taken is equal to the amount of chalky acid air is released. Okay, if you take, let us consider, if you take 1 liter of the oxygen, same 1 liter of carbon dioxide is released, according to the sentence said by the Lavoisier. So respirable air is absorbed and equal amount of chalky acid air is released from the lungs. Respirable air combines with blood to produce red color. Okay, that is hemoglobin gives red color. This oxygen or respirable air is going to combine with hemoglobin. Where is the hemoglobin is present? Hemoglobin is present in the RBC. In the RBC you will see the hemoglobin. So this hemoglobin is going to give the red color to the blood. Okay, so the respirable air, the respirable gas is oxygen and the chalky acid air is the carbon dioxide, according to our recent discoveries or after the discovery of the gases. Okay, the gas that is utilized by the living organisms can also be used for the burning. We are going to use the oxygen. We are going to use the oxygen for the living process. So the same oxygen is utilized for the burning. Okay, so the same gas is used for the burning also. So next, here you can see a few lines from the textbook of the human physiology written by the renowned chemist John Daffer in the mid 19th century. Goes like this. So this is the sentence said by the John Daffer. So here he said the chief material means important materials which a living being receives are matter that we can burn. Okay, what he's saying, whatever the materials that you take can be burnt. Example, you may take the food material, you may take the gases. So these gases like oxygen can be burnt. The food materials, like if you take food materials like chapati or rice, it is also can be burnt. Why? Because it has some amount of energy. When you burn that energy, that food material, it will burn. Okay, example, water and oxygen gas. And out of these actions, these upon another, all these physical phenomena itself, life arises. So whatever the gases like oxygen and also next food material, okay, whatever they can be burnt, they are utilized for the arising of the life. So we are came from the eating food materials. By how your body is growing, your body is growing because of the food material that you eat. Okay, what the body expels out is the water, oxides of the carbon, phosphorus, sulfur and others. Okay, while you are excreted materials contains all these components like some amount of water, some amount of oxides of carbon and so on. So releasing of the gases also contains carbon dioxide and so on. So carbon means what? Carbon means it is a just a element. The food also contains carbon and so on. Okay, if you see, exhaled air is warmer than the normal air. What is exhaled air? The air which you release. The released air is little bit warmer, little bit more temperature is there. So the major component and also element in the process of the respiration was done by the mid 19th century. So it is common observation that our breathing is warmer than the air around us. Does the respiration have anything to do this? So yes, the respiration, during the process of the respiration, there is some amount of energy will be released in the form of heat. So the heat energy and also some kind of chemical energy is released. So there are few questions. Okay, the answer for it is yes. The Priestley experiments find out the composition of air that becomes evidences of the Lavoisier. Okay. So what was produced by the combustion according to the Lavoisier? So according to the Lavoisier, fixed air, that is carbon dioxide, was produced on the combustion according to the Lavoisier. Okay. So next question is, what did the Lavoisier find about air from his experiment? So he found that the carbon dioxide is a fixed air. Okay, the fixed air is nothing but carbon dioxide according to the Lavoisier released during the combustion, and respirable air, okay, that is oxygen, it is utilized for the burning of the phosphorus. Okay, so next question is, what conclusion can be drawn from the Lavoisier experiment? According to the Lavoisier, okay, carbon dioxide and oxygen are the components of the air. Okay, they are the components of the air according to the conclusions drawn from the Lavoisier. So which gas do you think is Lavoisier is talking about when he says chalky acid air? So he said the chalky acid air, also known as carbon dioxide, according to that scientist. Okay, so this is the chalky acid air is also known as carbon dioxide according to the Lavoisier, or Lavoisier was thinking about that. So which gas according to him was respirable air? The oxygen was the respirable air according to the Lavoisier. So next question is, what step in the process of the respiration does the Lavoisier mention as inference of this experiment? So there are two steps according to his inference. There are two steps, that is the respiration, okay, and also here in the respiration there is inspiration, also expiration. Inspiration means taking air inside and expiration means releasing air outside. So inspiration is also known as inhalation and expiration is also known as exhalation. So during this process the air is taken in and air is taken out. Okay, this is about the inference taken by the Lavoisier. Okay, and I hope this lecture is helpful to you. If you have any doubts or questions and suggestions, feel free to post in the comment box so that I can read and I can answer to you. Okay, and in the next lesson we will discuss the next topic of this chapter, that is chapter 2. Okay,